Good morning. I hope that you're doing well this morning. Enjoy your favorite cup of coffee, your favorite cup of tea, or depending on when you are watching this video, maybe you've already transitioned over to water. Let's get into today's video topic, time. We don't give ourselves enough time. Now, I am not talking about enough time to complete a task. I'm going to talk about time in a completely different way today. And the way that I want to share this is that I used to say to myself, I would have an idea and it would be like I'd have the idea and I was down in my basement working on the idea. And the next day I would be on an end cap in Target. So that's how fast that idea should have come to fruition. I know it's just an example, but you know it is the truth that we think when we start something, even if we start it this week, that all of a sudden it should be successful in less than 24 hours. And the one example that I'm going to give you is that most recently I have started something new. And in the beginning, I felt like it was kind of slow. I felt like I was doing things wrong. And I'm like, in the beginning I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. But as time went on, things started to pick up and I started to take notice. I was like, all right, this seems to be working. And then at the very end, I'm like, I am liking this because I was comparing data that I had already had to this new thing. And I'm like, I love this. I think this is amazing. But it didn't happen overnight. It has literally taken, I'm going to say, and you'll laugh at this, it's taken about 20 days. It's still a short amount of time. But out of the chute, if what I have just accomplished in the last 20 days is any indication of when I get on a roll, what I can accomplish in the future, I'm all for it. And I'm also looking for ways that I can leverage my time as well as leveraging the time for the customers that I serve. Like when we're talking about revenue generating activities, like I love those things. And I never start from scratch. So sales page, that's a template. The workshop, that's a template. Anything that I offer, the emails, the follow-up, the format that I deliver, it's always going to be a template so that I never, ever, ever have to start from scratch. Because when you're starting from scratch, that's where all of the micro decisions come into play. And that little time thing that we're thinking about, that seems to drag on even more. And you scrap the project before you even give it time to have life. I am telling you this right now because I just experienced this myself. We have to give our ideas, our implementation, the thing that we're trying to build, we have to give it time to settle and really do what it's supposed to do. At the beginning of the month was very different for me. There were a couple of things actually that I was working on. I was like, this isn't working, throw it away. This isn't working, throw it away. But now that I'm almost halfway through the month, I'm like, oh, that's working. Okay, like that. This is working. I like that. It feels easy. It feels light. I think it's just this sense of instant gratification. I do it, so I need to see the results immediately. And 9 times out of 10, that's just not how things work. It's how the internet helps you to think that's how it works. It's the internet that shares all of those stories that you start to talk mind trash to yourself and like, well, this internet thing isn't going to work for me. This online thing isn't going to work for me. That's crap. I can't trust this. And I think that's why I see what I see, I guess, in the online space. So if anything today, the biggest takeaway is allow yourself grace with time. And if you start today, more than likely, you're not going to receive the results tomorrow. But if you keep implementing over time, then you have enough information, you have enough data that you've collected that now we can make a logical decision versus an emotional decision, because emotional hands down is going to win every time. And 9 times out of 10, we're going to throw it away and we're going to start a new project, which gets us in that re-deciding cycle all over again. All right, hope this was helpful for you. We'll be right back here next week. For any of the information that I've talked about in today's video, you can click the link below. All right, take care. We'll talk soon.